welcome you to Patriot Place and a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Massachusetts.
Man.
Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's
Why we had to be rain, man?
And the New England Patriots on Sunday Night Primetime. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. The return starts from the front. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. In motion is Barner. The drive will start on the ground, and he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain, greatly for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Third and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. First reception for the man who enters the league as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. This one, good for a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
On the 38 now, here's second down and 7. Right back to the fullback. And the rolling back to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's a third down and 4. He'll drop to throw. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to at the top.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here's a first down for their running back. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 9. In trouble, and down he goes. Patrick Queen. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. Operating from the shotgun is Meg. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
Mike, I can tell you firsthand, when you take the field on your opponent's side of the 50, there's a lot of optimism and hope that this is going to be a touchdown scoring drive. So, nice job here by the defense, holding strong and defending this short field.
That is taken at the 10. And they get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll begin here on the ground. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
I can tell you firsthand, as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack. Hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track. Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on 1st down, Mike, to scare him out of his run game here on 2nd down. But now after taking a loss on 1st and 2nd, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on 3rd down.
2 runs going in the wrong direction, and now it is 3rd and 15. Back to throw. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And that is incomplete contact, but the flags should be 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. No turning hand this one off. He'll go forward for a couple. Eman Worry is there to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and there at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun. It's May. A throw there on second down. It'll be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. Now the gun, here's May. It's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. A gain there of 21. First down, New England. From the gun, here's a handoff. That's up there, maybe a yard.
Brings up second and 9.
On second down, it's May. To the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. Kayshawn Booty was the one he was looking for. And it's going to be third down. May going to look to throw. They're called in at the 2. And a big collision there. Down near the goal line. Keeps him out of the end zone.
9 brings up fourth down and
Now trying to third. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
They'll try to run this one in. Barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. That touchdown gives him 18 on the season.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Shaheed in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. A.J. Barner, the tight end. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Down the field, but it is incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
reception for Rashid Shaheed. He's taken down just shy of midfield. A couple first downs, and the football is out to the 48-yard line as they come up first and 10. And intercepted. Picked off by their rookie linebacker. We saw it earlier. The defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception break. Not only did they pick them, they turn it into a pick six.
And Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
The extra point is good. And the Packers extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So Narvison now, after the touchdown, will kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the...
Wow. Oh, but I got safety and a corner back out.
Third, they need 8. Here's May. Pressure. Down he goes. Patrick Queen. He gets in to record his second sack of the game, number 4 on the season.
And this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever, you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
Wow. Damn, I forgot to record on Super.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. Here's Braden Narvison now to try the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Patriots will extend their third quarter lead. So here's Narvison following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. This fielded at about the 9. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. He'll set up to throw. Off he goes.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be when he decides to tell they can take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Here comes the blitz as he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And he's going to score again. That's a daily double. The 2nd defensive touchdown he's scored in this game. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now they score on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike. And now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
So Narveson now, after the touchdown, will kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20 will mark him down before the 25-yard line. The offense will take over. Now, faking the give. Oh, that is out of his reach. Overshooting him on the deep ball. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Well, it's another catch for his favorite target. A big play there. 36 yards.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike. And whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression. And it's pretty easy to see why.
First and 10. It'll be no gain on that.
No gain on the play. Looks at 2nd
He'll get it again. It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now a toss play, running left. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find anything. Traps him down. And it's 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down. So they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
He'll drop the throw. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, it's Manning. Going for it all. One underthrown and intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. Will start on the ground, and they'll get him down around the 15-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
In motion is Barner. on the bootleg. He'll look to throw. Looking down the field there, but his ball is incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle. They just cannot get anything going for the air.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Shador. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. So there are no flags. It's 4th down.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points, but really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate like in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line, it stresses your quarterback, it stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this. In the day and age in the NFL where teams are taking overly aggressive approaches, I think this decision even takes it to another level, Mike. I mean, to go for it inside your own 10, I love the aggressive nature. I'm just not sure how this is going to play out throughout the rest of the game.
Off the play fake, here's May. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
You know, we can sit up here all day long and critique the quarterback, and you can see his eyes aren't downfield. He's a little jittery in the pocket. But with the amount he's been sacked and hit today, Mike, I can't say I really blame him.
Crazy. Operating from the shotgun, it's Minute. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and real long.
He'll try and throw. Here's May. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Milton Williams, relentless in his pursuit. He forces the big loss and brings up 4th and goal. Here's Braden Narvison now to try the field goal. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Pats will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Now a return coming from the 14. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That's good. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
A really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? You see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
So this was an NBA game. He wasn't even open, but you know what? With the success that they've had all game so far, he's just saying, you know what? Everything we do is coming up right. I'm just going to give my guy a shot. This time the defense had him covered, but expect him to continue to look his way. He's had a monster day.
Looking from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And that will get a whole lot, maybe a yard, and that's it. You're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, he's got his man complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Only one more play in this 3rd quarter.
I think he knew in the back of his head like he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Pack the 60, pack the 60, 79 Broncos, Buffalo 18.
Now Sanders to throw on 2nd down. This one caught by the back of the backfield, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. 4th quarter begins on the ground. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. On the march, another 1st down. Now Sanders over the middle. That's the tight end Garner.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up manageable 2nd down.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Now it's Sanders. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, like executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot. They just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to.
And they'll get into the end zone for the first time tonight. Shedeur Sanders. Touchdown, Rio. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
And give them credit, they are not mailing this one in. They'll try to get it back with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter. Like, you got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
We'll go play action with Manning. He'll get this out to the left flat. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 6. Here's May. Oh, no chance there. Under the heavy rush. He goes down.
You can tell that all these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game, it's kind of hard to blame him, but he's definitely feeling it.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Crazy.
Working out of the gun. It's May. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16. Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. They'll turn and hand this one off. And the Patriots are going to be set up 1st and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
May gonna look to throw. That is caught side of the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all games long.
Makes the score Patriots 65. Seahawks 11.
So Narvison now, after the touchdown, will kick this one away. Now return, coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. A handoff as they try to run it here. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Back to him on 1st down. They'll try to get the scoring advantages to work it ahead for a comfortable yard. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. 1st and 1. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. A ball deep for the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What a great play. Just hands up there, and now it's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, He still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's going to try it here again. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and 1. A big ask, and the defense turns them away. To throw on 1st down is May. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he won't get away. Good overfield tackle there to get him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
May to throw on 2nd down. This one complete, right side, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They get 14 on that hook run. Good for a Patriots 1st down. Handoff here, up the middle, but it's very difficult in these conditions to get forward here for a gain of about 3.
Now 2nd and 6.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 6. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and here he goes.
This guy's like a man amongst boys right now out here, Mike, and you just don't see these sort of dominant performances on the NFL level very often. I mean, whether they got to double team him or keep sliding the protection to him, I don't care what they got to do. Someone has to block this guy because he's completely destroying the entire game.
On 3rd and long, here's May. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. Gonna bring up 4th down. He'll take a shot here, back in the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. A big ask, and the defense turns them away.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line, and it's a loss of a touch. From the gun, it's Sanders. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. As Shador on 1st down, develops another catch for his favorite target. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. It is a big play on 1st down. 36 yards.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
19 tight.
Throwing now, Sanders on 1st down. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. It's a pass he would say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Throwing again is Sanders. And he can't get away. And he goes back to the 16. They come to the line, needing 11 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Shador. And this is going to be incomplete. Great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Patriots are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold it on 4th down.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge 4th down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come up with the ball.
And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Up the middle, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range, but for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 4th down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. To the ground, the 1st down run. And they'll take this down inside this 35. They'll pick up there on 13. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down. Here we go. The throw is Sanders. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Patriots has it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue the ball.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Here's Sanders to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that's over everybody out of the back of the end zone. It is incomplete.
So this is what gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier. He's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout, and they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple.
19, 18. Let's go.
They'll try to throw for it with Sanders. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. You got a little reckless that time, and the defense made it back.
And he will be taken down. Let's see. They want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
It's 2nd and 2.
So it's a win for the Patriots. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped. as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners at home as we say so long from Foxborough.